Hi. So this is a class that has been requested by a few of my lovely regular students, and something that we looked at in class together maybe a month or two ago. This is a Vinyasa flow class with a focus on trying to find a little bit more comfort around your neck and your shoulders. So if you spend a lot of time sitting, maybe using a computer, kind of bending down to screens, all that stuff that we seem to spend so much of our time doing, this hopefully might make you feel a little bit more at ease. It's not suitable for anyone with particular neck injuries, or especially anyone that has any disc injuries in their neck. If you are a complete beginner to yoga, then this isn't a beginner level class. You might want to check out the beginners course. That's also elsewhere on this website. So stuff that you might need, stuff that you will need is a strap. If you've got a yoga strap, great. If not, like a dressing gown belt, something like that will do the job. You might also want something that you can sit on. So let's take a seat. So for me, sitting on my heels like this is comfortable. If that's not comfy for you, you might want to sit cross-legged. What I want you to try and find is a position where you've got a bit of inward curve in your lower back. So if when you sit cross-legged, you kind of round back like this, better to maybe kneel up or even stand up. So we're going to start with a simple connected tissue release technique on your neck. And what I want you to do is either with your thumb or your first two fingers, press down. I'm going to come a little bit closer to the screen actually. First of all, locate your clavicle, your collarbone. So if I kind of shrug my shoulder forward, you can see it's this bone that sticks out here. And then kind of run your fingers along towards the outside of it. And then when it kind of disappears into your shoulder, just before you get into that, kind of drop off the top. And then I'm going to press with my first two fingers just in the soft stuff above the outer end of my collarbone. So I'll press down and then tilt my head away from my top hand and then come back up. And I'm going to gradually work my way up towards the bottom of my ear. So I shift my fingers along, press in, and then tilt my head away. Shift my fingers along, press in, and then tilt my head away. So what we're doing is pinning the more superior, so the more surface layers of connective tissue just underneath your skin by like pressing in with your fingers. And then when you move your head, it forces the underneath layers to glide past the ones that you're holding still. So any parts of these layers that got kind of sticky or stuck, we're helping to remove that stickiness. So when you get up to the bottom of your ear, you'll find there's like a hard knobble, the bit of your skull. So we won't go any further up from that. Come back to where you started, just above that corner of your collarbone. Now we're going to work along the top of your collarbone, but pause before you get to pressing in your throat. So press in that same place and tilt. Press in and tilt. So pressing as much as feels comfy, not so much that it's uncomfy. So for me, I've just about got to my throat, so I'm not going to go any further. And then just to yourself, turn your face to one side and the other. See if the sides of your neck feel the same or different. Try tilting. And then let's do the same thing on the other side. So try and locate your collarbone. If yours doesn't stick out, so it's kind of not easy to find, try shrugging your shoulder forwards and then you might be able to find it. You kind of run your fingers along to the outside before it starts to feel like it disappears. Press in just above there and then tilt over. And then working your way up towards the bottom of your ear, pressing in and tilting. So there isn't really like a particularly wrong way to do this. If you really like it, you can spend more time on it. So you can pause this video and spend as much time as you like. You can always kind of work your way back down. You can do a little bit towards the back. We're going to go a little bit more towards the front. So once you've got all the way up to your ear, come back to that same point above your collarbone, press down and then tilt. And now we're working along the top of your collarbone. So think of the tissues in your neck is kind of coming down your neck and then fanning out. So we're kind of working our way around the bottom of that fan. When you get to the bit where it feels like you shouldn't be pressing on it because it's your throat, then don't press on that. Come back up. Just turn head from side to side a bit. Feel how that feels, kind of tilt it side to side, feel how that feels. Okay, great. And then if you're not already, make your way onto your mat. From hands and knees, walk your knees back a little step, tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So just a reminder, if you can hear a funny noise, there's the dog drinking in the background. Just a reminder that nothing that we do today should hurt. Nothing that we do today should feel kind of questionable or weird in your body. If it does, just back off, stop doing what you're doing. And if you have any questions, you can always send me a message through the contact form on my website. That emails directly to me. So if it feels okay, start to just let your head completely dangle. And maybe nod it like you're saying yes. Or perhaps shake it like you're saying no. And then next time you inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot forwards between your hands, drop your back knee down to the floor. Hands on your front thigh, so bring yourself up. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. Take your arms out in kind of cactus position like this. Take an inhale and lift your chest up. Then as you exhale, either hook your left elbow over your right so your forearms face up, or if your elbows don't cross, take your left arm straight across and hook right arm underneath. So you're either here or you're here, either way. Then press your arms against each other like you're trying to prise them apart. Lift them up a little bit, and now try and shrug your shoulder blades down your back, away from your ears. So if you've got one arm straight across like this, I want you to keep your head upright. If you've got your forearms pointing up like this, try tilting your forearms a tiny bit to the left and taking your right ear to your right shoulder. Then whatever you are doing with your arms, as you inhale, unwind it and reach them up to the ceiling again. Exhale, hands down by your front foot, downward facing dog. So same stuff, other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot forwards between your hands, drop back knee to the floor. Prop yourself up on your front thigh. Take your arms out, like you're making a kind of cactus position. Inhale here. Exhale, hook right arm either straight across, other one comes underneath, or elbows stay bent and elbows cross. Whether you're like this or like this, squeeze your elbows, lift your arms a tiny bit, and then try and shrug just your shoulder blades down your back. Yeah, if your one arm is straight like I am right now, I want you to just keep thinking about drawing shoulder blades down. If your forearms are pointing up like I am now, tilt your forearms a little to the right and take your left ear to your left shoulder. Then however your arms are positioned, on an inhale, unwind them, reach them up to the ceiling. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Next time you inhale, shift forwards to plank. Drop your knees, exhale, lower down to the floor. Reach your arms back alongside you. And if it feels comfortable to interlink your fingers and you can lift your hands straight up, so your arms go straight away from your bum, go for that. If you're like, my arms are kind of bent and my hands don't really lift, then I want you to hold your strap. Doesn't mean you're doing it wrong, doesn't mean you're not as good at the shape. It just means the way your bony proportions work, using a tool means you're going to get more out of it. So either interlinking fingers or holding strap. Inhale, lift arms, lift chest, maybe lift legs as well. And take a couple of deep breaths into your chest. If this feels a lot in your elbows, think about trying to bend your elbows a tiny bit. And if you're looking straight forwards towards the front of your room, instead tuck your chin a little. So you're kind of looking down to the floor, maybe to, just in front of your mat, and make the back of your neck long. Take a breath in, exhale, relax that, come back down to the floor, put your strap to one side, inhale, push up hands and knees or plank, tuck your toes under, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in where you are. As you breathe out, walk your feet forwards to your hands, standing forward fold at the front of your mat. Then next time you inhale, lift halfway up to standing. So you can have hands on your shins, maybe kind of around knees. I prefer arms alongside me and shoulder blade squeezing because I think it works my upper back a bit harder. Either way, try and lift up enough so you have a bit of inward curve in lower back rather than kind of being down like this. Then notice what you're looking at. Again, same as we did in locust. If you're looking forwards, instead of doing that, tuck your chin so you're looking towards the floor, kind of a bit in front of your feet. And then think about making the back of your neck long. Shoulder blades squeeze towards each other. Take a breath in there. Exhale, relax, fold forwards. Inhale, come up to stand, reach your arms up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to your chest. Great, grab your strap or your dressing gown belt and hold it overhead with your arms wide like this and a slight bend in your elbows. So we're going to take your arms back. If you don't feel any stretch, it means that you need to take your hands a bit closer together. If you're like, oh, this is super intense, I can't actually go any further, take your hands wider apart. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing a bit better. We're not going to take your arms straight down like this, bending your elbows. Instead, it's going back. So take an inhale up into your chest. As you exhale, take your arms a little bit back. If you get stuck, take your hands wider. Inhale up into chest. Exhale, take arms down and back. Yeah, deep breath up into chest. Exhale, arms drop a little bit down. One more time, inhale to chest. Exhale, arms come all the way down. Keep holding your strap. Wiggle out your shoulders. Okay. And then one more time. So there was probably a point about here where when you got there, you were like, oh, that bit's tighter. When we find that this time, I want you to stay there. So arms overhead. Inhale up into chest. Exhale, take your arms back a bit. Inhale to chest. Exhale, take arms down and back a little. So now I'm at that point. If you're not there, then go one more time. Drop your arms down until you find it. Yep. And then take our breath in where you are. As you breathe out, turn your chest to the right. Pause there. So really gently pull slightly more with your left hand. So we're stretching out front of right shoulder a little more. Then inhale, turn to face forwards again. Exhale, same thing, other side. Inhale, turn to face forwards again. Exhale, come all the way down. Great, wiggle out your shoulders. Yeah, put a strap to one side. So that's super nice if you spend a lot of time kind of reaching forwards and typing. This stuff here is constantly shortened. What we were just doing was taking your arm way back. So we were lengthening out. This stuff, if it gets tight, it's going to pull your shoulders forwards. Okay, now just stand at the front of your mat. So a really common postural habit, at least for kind of like people in the West, people that I see in my classes, is we tend to carry our head a little bit forwards and down. So without lifting your chin up, so I don't want you to be looking at the ceiling, tuck your chin a little bit and then see if you can move your entire head, maybe just 0.5 centimeter further back. Like you're trying to line up the back of your head with the back of your pelvis. And think lengthen up through the back of your neck. You might feel when you do this, when you move your head back and reach up through back of neck, you feel your chest lift up. So we're going to keep returning to this head position. We've already done it in locust and when we lift halfway. The next time you inhale, reach your arms to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway, so back of neck long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to stand and reach your arms up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway, slight tuck of chin. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up to stand and reach up. Exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, reach up, last time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, back and neck long. Exhale, refold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands in prayer, adding lunges. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fingers down, so bend knees if you need. Step right foot back, drop that knee to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms to your ceiling. Exhale, hands down by your front foot, step back, plank. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, drop your knees, lower down to the floor. Reach your arms back alongside you. Inhale, locust pose. You can interlink your fingers if you like. Exhale, hands under shoulders, downward facing dog. Take a breath in there. As you breathe out, step your right foot forwards, drop back, knee down. Inhale, reach arms to your ceiling. Exhale, hands down, step forwards and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, refold. Inhale, come all the way up, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands in prayer, other side. Inhale, reach up, so back and neck stays long. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fingertips down, left foot back, left knee to the floor. Inhale, reach your arms to your ceiling. Exhale, hands down, step back, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, lower down. This time, keep hands where they are. Inhale, cobra pose. So pull your chest forwards, but keep back of neck long. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, step left foot forwards, back knee down. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, hands down, step forwards and fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and reach up. Exhale, hands in prayer. Let's move on. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause there. Slow, steady breaths. Notice the position of your head. Notice what you normally look at when you're in downward dog. And then experiment with whether, just for today, letting your head dangle feels nice. If the answer is no, then you can take your head back to its normal position. So I probably normally have my ears about in line with upper arms. So I'm looking maybe at the floor, maybe at my feet, maybe at my thighs. I'm probably not looking at my hands unless you're adjusting for something in particular. Then you can either stay doing that, or if you need a break, bring your knees down, take a rest. If you want to keep moving, nice and slow. Inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga or the floor. Inhale, back bend. So I'm going to choose locust. You might go for cobra or up dog. Either way, keep the back of your neck long. Don't chuck your head back. Exhale, hands under shoulders, downward facing dog. Next time you inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot forwards between your hands, lunge, back knee can be down on the floor like this or up like this. Either way, as you inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. So keep breathing. I'm gonna start cueing you to move your arms around, whoa, and possibly to move your back leg around. So if your back knee's on the floor, you can just keep it on the floor and just do the arms. If your back leg's lifted, we're going to move your leg as well. So next time you inhale, bend your elbows out wide, like that kind of cactus position, shrug your shoulder blades down your back and bend your back knee a bit if it was lifted. As you exhale, push the floor away so back leg straightens, arms reach up to the ceiling. 2 more like that. Inhale, elbows wide, shoulder blades draw down and squeeze, back knee bends. Yeah, exhale, push floor away, arms reach up. 1 more time. Inhale, chest lifts, but shoulder blades draw down. Exhale, push the floor away. Hold there for an inhale. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Perfect. Hold where you are. Bring your knees down, take a rest, or go plank, back bend, down dog, your choice. So the good thing about doing on-demand classes is if you feel like you missed something, you can pause and rewind. If you need a longer rest, you can just press pause and rest. If there's something we do that you're like, oh, that feels good, you can rewind it and do it again. So let's go to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step it forwards, lunge, back knee up or down. So this time I'll show the knee down version. Inhale, reach your arms up. So for me on this side, I've dropped my knee down. If you've got your back leg lifted, remember your legs going up and down. Next time you inhale, bend your elbows out wide, but actively think about shoulder blades. Draw them down. If back knee was lifted, bend it a bit. Exhale, push the floor away, reach your arms up. Inhale, elbows wide, shoulder blades draw down and towards each other. Great. Exhale, push floor away, reach up. Inhale, collarbones lift, but shoulder blades draw down. Exhale, reach your arms up. Hold there, inhale. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Again, same choices each time. Hold here, come down, take a child's pose, take a rest, or go plank, lower, back bend, down dog. Then next time you inhale, lift your right leg up and back behind you. Keep it lifted. As you exhale, turn your belly button and top toes to the right, like you're trying to stack right hip on top of your left, and then bend your knee. Inhale there, really push the floor away with your arms. Exhale, step that foot forwards between your hands, warrior 2. So back toes turn out kind of towards left side of your room. Inhale, come up. So chest faces towards left side of room. Great. So we're going to do a couple of kind of variations of postures, not the way you might have normally done them before. It doesn't have to be the way you always do these poses from now on. They're just a way if you're wanting to work with shoulders and neck. So interlink your fingers behind your back. I'm going to show you in front of me like this. So you're making a fist, but they're behind your back. And then take that fist kind of into or just towards the left side of your waist. Great. Squeeze your elbows towards each other like you're trying to touch them behind your back. Keep breathing. If this gets too much in your front leg, you can straighten it and then come back in. Keep squeezing your elbows towards each other. Now tilt your left ear towards your left shoulder. And breathe slow. Maybe see if you can breathe a bit more into right side of chest. Then on an inhale, unwind yourself. So arms reach out, head comes back to normal position. Exhale, straighten front leg. Inhale, reach through right fingertips. So you're kind of reaching past your tiptoes. Exhale, front hand down, maybe front shin, maybe block. Other arm reaches up to the ceiling, so triangle pose. Okay, and then notice what you're looking at. So you might have been instructed in the past to look up to the ceiling. You might be looking towards the side of your room. See how it feels to turn your head to look down towards your front foot. And then maybe very slightly tuck your chin in towards your chest, like you're tucking your chin towards your right shoulder. So for some of you, that's going to bring up a stretch in the left side of your neck, your left shoulder. If that's you, great, you're already there. If not, try leading your top hand back a bit. So not towards the back, the short edge of your mat, towards your back foot. Think about leaning it back past the right long edge of your mat. And keep tucking your chin towards your right shoulder. If that makes your top fingertips tingle, then please just stop leaning your hand back. Next time you inhale, come back up, warrior two. So rebend your front knee, reach your arms out, pause, exhale, flip your front palm to face the ceiling. Inhale, reach front arm up and back, reverse warrior. Yep, if reaching back's a bit too much, you can just reach straight up. And then again, notice what you're looking at. So do you normally look to the side of the room? Do you look forward? Do you look up? Let's experiment with turning your head to look down towards your back leg. And then same as we did before, tuck your chin to your chest. So chin's coming more to left shoulder this time. And then if that's bringing up a stretch in the right side of your neck, you might want to stay where you are. If not, just your top arm. Take your top arm back to warrior two position. So top arm is pointing past the front edge of your mat. And if you're still looking for it, try pointing your top fingertips towards the front right hand corner of your mat. Then nice and slow on an inhale, come back up, normal warrior two. Yep, exhale, side angle pose. Let's have your front arm on your front thigh and reach your other arm up and alongside your ear. Great. So keep breathing. Now bend your top elbow about 90 degrees. So your top arm's kind of back in that cactus position we were in before. Shrug that shoulder blade down your back, turn your chest up towards the ceiling a bit and squeeze your shoulder blades. Take a breath in here. So shoulder blades are squeezing. Then as you exhale, start to extend your top arm alongside your ear. Let shoulder blades glide apart and turn your chest so you're looking at your front foot. So chest turns down. We're going to go in and out of that a couple of times. Inhale, turn chest up to the ceiling, bend top elbow, squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale, turn chest down to the floor, reach top arm by ear, upper back broadens. Inhale, turn chest up to the ceiling, squeeze your shoulder blades, elbow bends. Exhale, turn chest down to the floor, upper back rounds. Inhale, turn your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades, different this time. Exhale, both hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Great. Hold there, come down and rest, or go plank, back bend, down dog. So that might have felt kind of strong on your front leg. We were in that warrior two position for quite a long time. You're working with your neck, and then all of a sudden when you come out, you realize how hard front leg's been working. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Keep it lifted. Exhale, turn belly button to the left and bend your knee. Inhale there. Exhale, step your foot forwards, warrior two. Back toes turn out. Inhale, come up. Great. As you exhale, interlink your fingers behind your back. Take your hands towards the right side of your waist. Inhale up into chest. Exhale, squeeze your elbows towards each other. Keep doing that, keep breathing. Now tilt your right ear towards your right shoulder. Next time you inhale, normalize head position and reach your arms out. Exhale, just straighten your front leg. Inhale, reach through left fingertips. Exhale, triangle pose. So front arm down, back arm up. And then just notice, before we change anything, notice what you feel in your neck right now. Then turn your head to look down at your front foot. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Either just do that or lean your top arm back a bit. So what you're not looking for is tingling in your fingertips or pain in that top shoulder. On an inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, flip front palm to face up. Inhale, reach front arm up and back, reverse warrior. Notice what you're looking at. Notice what, if anything, you feel in your neck. Then turn your head to look down towards your back leg. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, so in towards right shoulder. Stay just doing that. Or reach your top arm out at shoulder height past the front edge of your mat again. Yeah, really extend through top fingertips. Just do that or point a little kind of forwards and down towards front left-hand corner of mat. On an inhale, come back up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle pose, front arm, front thigh, other arm extends up and alongside your ear. As you inhale, bend your top elbow, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other, turn chest up to the ceiling a bit. Exhale, turn chest down towards your front foot, reach top arm by your ear and round through upper back. Inhale. Exhale, turn chest down, arm alongside your ear. Inhale, turn your chest up, shoulder blade squeeze, elbows bend. Exhale, turn chest down, arm alongside ear. Different this time. Inhale, turn your chest up, shoulder blade squeeze. Exhale, both hands down to the floor, downward facing dog. Hold where you are, come down, take a rest, or go plank, back bend, down dog. I'm going to grab a drink of water. Then when you're ready to move again, let's meet in downward dog. If you're not, you can press pause, take as long as you like. Inhale, lift your right leg just straight up and back behind you. Exhale, step your foot forwards between your hands, warrior one. So back toes turn out kind of towards front left-hand corner of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms forwards and up. Okay, great. So if this is all tweaking, kind of lower back or back leg, try stepping your feet a bit wider. If that's not fixing it, pivot up onto the toes of your back foot. See if that helps. Then don't lean forward from your hips. Just reach your arms straight forwards and interlink your fingers. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, press your knuckles away from you, round through your upper back, maybe tuck chin into chest. So we've done a lot of kind of broadening across front of shoulders and front of chest. Now I want you to see if you can find a bit of a stretch in your upper back. The next time you inhale, unhook your fingers, reach your arms up again. As you exhale, re-interlink fingers, and this time cup the back of your head with your hands. As you inhale, lift your chest up, press head back into hands and reach your elbows wide. Stay upright, but as you exhale, tuck your chin in towards your chest and bring your elbows towards each other. Inhale, lift your head up, elbows wide, press head back into hands. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, so being really gentle, elbows squeeze towards each other. Inhale, lift your head up, elbows go wide. Keep that position of head. Extend your arms up and alongside your ears. Nice, everyone. Keep in that same shape. Now just bring your arms down by your side, turn palms to face forwards. Inhale, shrug shoulders down your back. Keep that feeling in upper back. Exhale, lean forwards a little. Inhale, spin to tiptoes, back foot. Exhale, shift your weight forwards onto front foot until back leg lifts. You might need to hop your back foot in a couple of times too. Then nice and slow. Remember, you can bring your top foot down at any time if you need. Bend your top knee into your chest. And then bring yourself upright, hands to prayer. Great. So if you're feeling kind of wobbly, you might want to put your right hand on a wall or on a piece of furniture for support. Then take your top knee back in line with your standing knee. So you can either, there's a few ways you can work this neck shape. You can either just have leg holding itself up and arms back in locust pose. So that's kind of more strengthening for the back side of your body. Or you could reach back with your left hand and catch hold of the little toe side of your foot and reach other arm maybe forwards and up for balance, maybe on something for support. Or use your left arm to bring your foot in towards you. Catch hold with your right hand as well. Whether you're holding with 0, 1, or 2 hands. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, kick your top foot up and back behind you. Either hold there or same thing again. Breath into chest. Breath out, leg goes up and back. One more, inhale. Exhale, release. Both feet down, arms by your side. Take a slow breath or two. And let's reset that head position we had at the beginning. Don't look up to the ceiling, tuck your chin a little, but move your entire head back. And think about lengthening up through the back of your neck. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway, back of neck long. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do all that same stuff on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, step your foot forwards, warrior one. So back toes turn out just a little. So maybe like 30, 45 degrees, maybe a bit more. Inhale, reach your arms forwards and up. If you need to adjust position of stride or come onto tiptoes back foot to feel more comfy, that's a good way to go. Don't lean forwards, take your arms straight forwards, interlink fingers. Inhale up into chest. Exhale, press your knuckles away from you, tuck your chin in towards your chest. If you're not feeling anything in between your shoulder blades, then keep in this same shape, keep your fingers interlinked, but imagine you're trying to pull your hands apart from each other. And the next time you inhale, unhook your fingers, reach your arms up. Exhale, interlink fingers again, cup the back of your head. Inhale, lift your chest up, take your elbows wide, shoulder blades squeeze. Exhale, look down to the floor, bring elbows towards each other in front of your face. Again, inhale, lift your chest up, elbows wide, shoulder blades squeeze. Exhale, look down to the floor, shoulder blades broaden, elbows come together. Inhale, mine don't actually come together, by the way. Look up, elbows wide. Keep that position. Now reach your arms up. Great, take a breath in. Exhale, bring arms down by your side. Just turn palms to face forwards. Inhale, shoulder blades draw down your back. Keep that feeling. Exhale, lean forwards from hips. Inhale, spin to tiptoes, back foot. Exhale, shift your weight forwards. Warrior three. You might need to step your back foot in a bit. And then super slow, start to look to the front of your room. Bring yourself upright, top knee into chest, hands to prayer. Take an inhale. Exhale, take top knee back in line with standing knee. Either just do this as super strengthening for hamstrings and bum, and then maybe reach your arms back, so firing up back muscles too. Or catch your foot with your right hand, reach your other arm forwards and up, so kind of normal dancer pose, or other hand on something for support, or catch hold with both hands. Either way, inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, kick your top foot up and back. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, leg kicks. Take an inhale. Exhale, both feet down. Pause, arms by your side. Inhale, tuck your chin a bit. Exhale, lengthen up and back through back and neck. Okay. And then step your feet kind of wide. So not quite as wide as warrior two, maybe 2/3 of that way, 3/4 of the way, turn your toes out a bit. So I've turned sideways on my mat. You can just step off your mat if that works better in your space. And then bend your knees out in the directions of your toes and prop yourself. So hands on your legs, arms kind of straight, so you're just kind of propped against your arms. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, take your right shoulder towards your left thigh, bend your left elbow. So you're aiming center of chest towards left knee. Inhale, come back to center, both arms straight. Exhale, same thing, other side. Inhale, come to center one more time. Exhale, turn to left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, turn to right. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, pivot your feet so they're parallel with each other. Fold forwards, hands down to floor or maybe block or seat of a chair. Perhaps wiggle your legs a little bit wider. Keep your right fingertips on the floor. So rather than palm flat, you're on fingertips or block. Inhale, reach left arm out to the side and up. Once you're up, think about squeezing shoulder blades. On an exhale, come back down. Inhale, right arm reaches out to side and up. Exhale, come back down. Put your hands on your hips. Shrug your shoulder blades away from your ears. Back and neck long on an inhale, come all the way up to stand. See if you feel your bum muscles fire to bring you up. Exhale, arms relax. Great. Wiggle your feet towards each other and then step to the front of your mat again. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up and reach up. Exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back to down dog or go plank, back bend, and then meet me in downward facing dog. Next time you inhale, shift forwards to plank. Exhale, lower down to the floor. And then prop yourself up just so you can see what I'm doing on my mat. So far we've done like normal cobra pose. It kind of looks like this. This time I want us to do almost like a shrugging version of cobra pose. So we're going to prioritize moving your shoulder blades. So if you've done this with me before, you can just come with me the first time and we'll do it twice. If you haven't, watch me first round and then come with me the second time. So rather than kind of hands by my chest, I'm going to come up onto my fingertips and then step my hands wider so they're off the sides of my mat. And now my hands are about underneath my elbows. I'm going to start with my left shoulder blade. So as I inhale, I'll shrug my left shoulder blade down my back away from my ears. See how that turns my chest to the left a bit? Keep my left shoulder doing that. Exhale, same thing, right shoulder. Inhale, left shoulder again. Exhale, right shoulder. You can stay here, or as you inhale, pull your hands back, pull chest forwards and up and lengthen through the back of your neck. Exhale, lower back down and rest. So some of you will lift up higher than me in that position. Some of you won't lift as high. All of those are normal and fine. It's just because we've got different bodies. So I don't want you to feel it like it's uncomfortably crunching your back. If you feel that, just don't lift up so high. So let's go other side. On your fingertips, hands kind of wide. Inhale, right shoulder blade shrugs down back. Keep that. Exhale, left shoulder. Inhale, right shoulder. Exhale, left. Back of neck long. Stay there, or inhale, pull chest forwards and up. Exhale, lower down, rest. Either rest your forehead on your hands or turn your face to one side. Couple of breaths down into your belly. Then if you are enjoying resting, you can stay where you are. If not, perhaps one more back bend, reach your arms back alongside you, palms face the floor. Inhale, lift up locust pose. So don't crane your neck to look forwards. You're looking just kind of down towards mat, down towards floor. Keep breathing. Either just stay doing that or work legs harder by bending your knees. Keep doing that or reach back and catch your feet. If you're catching your feet, kick them up and back away from the back of your head. If that bothers your knees or it bothers your back, you can stop kicking so hard. Take a breath in, exhale, release, and come down. Rest. See if you can make your lower back expand with your next couple of inhales. Inhales. And then bend your knees so that your shins are kind of perpendicular to the floor. And like your shins were windscreen wipers, just waft them a bit side to side. So I've got my head lifted just so you can hear me better. You can keep your head relaxed on the floor. Then next time you pass through center, Let your legs drop and make your way over onto your back. And let's have knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Shift your hips a little bit over towards the left side of your mat, then straighten your right leg. Bring the left knee into chest, put your opposite hand on that knee. If you've got room, drape your left arm out wide along the floor, kind of out at shoulder height, palm face up if that feels comfy. Opposite hand on top knee, take an inhale. Exhale, take your top knee across your body, so over to the right into a twist. And as we've done loads of times during this class, just notice what you're looking at, notice what you feel around neck and shoulders. If your eyes are closed, notice which way your nose is pointing. And then you might sometimes have turned your face to the left in this position. I want you to try turning your face to look to the right. So you're looking in the direction of your top knee, and especially if your left arm is out wide, that might bring up a bit of a stretch, kind of left side of chest, left upper arm, left side of neck. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come back up. Shift your bum back to center and then a bit over to the right. Left leg straight, right knee to chest, opposite hand on that knee. If you've got room, right arms out wide, take an inhale. Exhale, take knee over to the left. And then notice if you feel anything in neck and shoulders here. And then see how it feels when you turn your face to look to the left. And perhaps think about breathing into the right side of your chest. Take an inhale, exhale, come back up. Bring your hips back to center, hug your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze, maybe rock a little side to side. If you think you're going to want anything extra to be comfy lying still for a couple of minutes, grab it now. So maybe like socks, a blanket, pillow for your head, cushions for the backs of your knees. And then you can choose to rest with your legs out straight if that's comfy. If it's not, try knees bent, feet a little wider than hips and knees knocking in. If it feels nice and you've got space, you might want to take your arms out wide. You might prefer hands on belly. And then once you've found a comfy position, become still. And take one long deep breath in. So feel belly expand. And then feel that plume broaden up into ribs. And lengthen, exhale. And see if you can sense from the pressure on the back of your head, whether your head's symmetrically placed or whether you tend to tilt it to one side or the other. Notice if you can feel any tension around sides and neck and shoulders. Does one of your shoulders tend to lift up more towards your ears than the other? Notice if you're gritting your teeth. Scrunching your eyelids shut. Or wrinkling up in between your eyebrows. And try and let any expression on your face melt away. Let arms be heavy. Feel legs, feel the floor under your feet. Encourage your entire body to just sink down into the floor underneath it. And just to yourself, take a few more slow breaths here. The next time you inhale, take a deeper breath up into your chest. Hold it for a moment, then exhale. Inhale up into chest, so towards your collarbones. Hold for a couple of moments, then exhale. Either just keep doing that, or next time you inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, stretch them all the way overhead. If you collide with something, you could bend your elbows, hold your elbows. If you've got space, straighten legs as well. Take a breath in there, full body stretch. So first of all, reach a bit more through left arm and left leg. Keep breathing, then reach right arm, right leg. Then reach both sides evenly. Inhale, you're as long as you can be. Exhale, arms down by your side. Bend your knees, walk feet in, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. And then make your way up to sit. And same as before, try and find a position where you have a little bit of inward curve in your lower back. So you might be sitting on the floor, you might need to sit on something to get that. Then exactly what we've practiced all class. Don't tip your head back. Tuck your chin slightly. And think about moving your entire head back. So you're lengthening up and back through back and neck. Keep that feeling. Bring palms together, thumbs to chest. Inhale, sit tall, so back and neck lengthens. Exhale, drop your chin. Thank you so much. And nice work. So if you've got any questions about any of the stuff that we've done in this class, then pop me a message like on my website. You can go through the contact form and I will get back to you as soon as you can. I hope your neck and shoulders feel a little bit freer, like maybe you're standing up a little taller. Enjoy the rest of your day and I will maybe see you soon.